There is a country where over 1 billion people live under constant observation. Not by soldiers, not by walls, but by systems. This is not science fiction. This is China today. And once you understand how it works, you may realize the future is already here. This isn't just about cameras and code. It's about a fundamental redefinition of society, power, and what it means to be a citizen in the 21st century. China is not just a modern nation. It is one of the oldest continuous civilizations on Earth. For thousands of years, order was valued over freedom. Stability over chaos. This collective mindset, known as legalism, or fagia, has deep historical roots. It proposes that a strong state and strict laws are necessary for social harmony. This philosophy didn't disappear with technology. It evolved. In ancient China, emperors used elaborate networks of officials and informants to maintain control over a vast territory. Today, the tools are different, but the goal remains the same: to ensure social stability and the unchallenged authority of the state. In modern China, control is no longer enforced only by force. It is built into the very fabric of daily life. This is the essence of the digital state. Technology is not just convenience, it is governance. Facial recognition cameras are everywhere. Cities, subways, streets, and even schools. By some estimates, there are hundreds of millions of these cameras, creating a digital web that covers the nation. But it's not just about recording what happens. Artificial intelligence doesn't just identify faces, it predicts behavior. The system doesn't wait for a crime to be committed. It watches for intent. This concept, known as predictive policing, analyzes patterns in data to identify potential threats before they materialize. This is what a digital state looks like. A government that is not just reactive, but proactive, using data to shape society in real time. Perhaps the most famous and misunderstood aspect of this is China's social credit system. It's not one single score, like a credit rating in the West. It's a complex tapestry of many systems, both national and local, public and private, working together. Your actions, online and offline, shape your access to opportunities. Things like paying your bills on time, volunteering, or even donating blood can raise your score. Conversely, things like traffic violations, defaulting on loans, or posting unapproved content online can lower it. The consequences are real. Follow the rules, and life becomes smooth. You might get preferential treatment for loans, faster check-ins at hotels, or even better odds in online dating apps. Break them, and doors quietly close. You could be barred from buying plane or high-speed train tickets. Your children might be denied access to better schools. There is no dramatic announcement, no public shaming, just consequences. The system operates with a subtle, pervasive pressure that encourages conformity. Of course, a digital state cannot exist without controlling the flow of information. China has the internet, but not the same internet you might be used to. The Great Firewall, a massive system of censorship and surveillance, blocks access to many foreign platforms like Google, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. What remains is a controlled digital ecosystem. News spreads fast, but only approved news. Criticism exists, but within invisible limits. The government employs an army of censors and sophisticated algorithms to scrub the web of dissent, but it's more than just deletion. The state also actively floods social media with pro-government content to distract and dilute critical conversations. The result is that most citizens don't feel censored because the system was built before they questioned it. They grew up in a digital world where certain ideas and websites simply don't exist. So why isn't there more opposition? What makes China unique is not the existence of surveillance. It's the widespread public acceptance. Many citizens see monitoring as protection, not oppression. They see it as a trade. Privacy for safety and convenience. And on the surface, the government has delivered on its promise. Crime rates have dropped significantly. Cities feel incredibly safe, even late at night. The system is also efficient. You can pay for almost anything with your phone, navigate complex cities with ease, and access government services online. When stability and convenience are delivered consistently, the abstract concept of freedom can become a distant concern for many. It's a social contract, and for now, A large portion of the population believes the government is holding up its end of the bargain. This entire system is built upon a unique economic model. After decades of isolation, China opened its economy to the world but not its politics. This created a hybrid system of state-controlled capitalism. The results have been nothing short of explosive. In just a few decades, hundreds of millions of people were lifted out of poverty. Megacities with futuristic skylines were built from scratch. This economic miracle is a key source of the government's legitimacy. But wealth does not equal freedom. Success exists within carefully drawn boundaries. Corporations can grow and innovate, but only until they grow too powerful. When a company or an individual becomes too influential, the state reminds them who is ultimately in charge. The system encourages economic dynamism but ensures it never challenges political control. And no story about modern China is complete without discussing Taiwan. For Beijing, this is not a matter of foreign policy, it is a core part of its national identity. The government views Taiwan as a renegade province that must be reunified with the mainland by force if necessary. This narrative is relentlessly pushed in state media and education. Reunification is presented as historically inevitable and a sacred mission. Beijing's strategy is one of patience and pressure, using its economic, diplomatic, and military might to isolate Taiwan and wear down its resistance. The world watches this situation carefully, because what happens here could reshape the global order and potentially lead to a conflict between major world powers. So, why does this system work? Why is it so effective? China's system survives because it delivers tangible results. Economic stability, a rising standard of living for many, a renewed sense of national pride and global influence. For the average person, life has, in many ways, gotten better over the past few decades. Because of this, change is not demanded loudly on the streets. Because life, for many, works. Control doesn't always need fear and brute force. Sometimes, it only needs efficiency, convenience, and a compelling story of national rejuvenation. China is not just a country, it is a system. A model of governance that merges ancient political philosophy with cutting-edge technology. It's a system that doesn't ask for your permission, only your participation. And it's a model that is now being exported, with Chinese companies building surveillance infrastructure in countries around the world. The question is not whether this model will last. The question is where it will appear next. If you want to understand the systems shaping the future, subscribe to our channel because the world is changing, quietly and quickly. Thanks for watching.